Two, one. If you notice, there's a different voice hosting the video today. That's because your good sir David, aka Duck and Rolls, will be hosting for you tonight. Just sit back and chillax and ride the waves that is our dumbass voices. Today I'll be joined by my two co-hosts, the lesser hoes of the program. To my left, I have T-Man Kewl, aka Travis.
Hello.
And to my right, I have Preston Scotty Burr, aka Preston.
Hello.
How you boys doing tonight?
Epic.
I'm here.
That's good to hear. You guys ready to ride the waves of conversating?
Yeah.
And see where this shit takes us, like the Polynesians that came before us. Alright. How's your week been, boys?
Mine's been...
And what?
It's been pretty boring in comparison to Preston's.
Oh, yeah?
What did I do? I did something. Oh, I got a new phone. Like, we upgraded our phones.
We upgraded. And here, what phone you upgrading to, boy?
We went from Galaxy S21 to 24.
Ooh,
So,
Galaxies are good.
yeah. They're really clean. I love the new ones.
Mm-hmm. Did you get the Edge or just the regular flat one?
I think
My
just
Edge.
the regular. Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure
You just got that certain redhead in high school flatness to it, huh?
I have no idea who you're referring to.
That's with the J. Anyways.
Oh.
I don't know why that was the first person that came to mind. And Preston, you Edge, elaborate.
So I no longer have a tooth in the top of my mouth.
Oh, wait. You're not supposed to say that word.
Oh,
You're banished.
right. Oh, Jesus. I'm dead. Yeah, last Friday I had full top denture surgery. So I had my full top fro going it out, and so that's why I sound so weird, so whistly. It's because I currently have healing dentures in for my top fro.
You got them old man teeth, huh?
Yeah.
Gonna go around going, wow, he's got the entire pedo part down, bro. Telling you, he's gonna go, you want some candy, little boy?
Yeah.
But my condolences to you, man. That sounds painful as.
Surprisingly, not that painful. It's more nauseating than it is anything because I'm so tired of the taste of blood. The bleeding is like compared to yesterday. Like waking up today, I didn't have to take any painkillers. The soreness was there, but pretty low. It's just the nausea because the blood flow is like down tremendously, but it's just I'm so used to having to taste it from the day before that even a little drop makes my stomach do a little flippy.
I wonder if edging would unironically help with that. All the blood flow going down there instead of your teeth.
No, it would not because I have to take antibiotics and every 6 hours, and that would get the antibiotics floating and already circulated in my system before 6 hours is up. So that would.
I'll just say your ding dong's gonna be sterile after a 6-hour edge sesh.
My
dad's gonna be watching this later.
Oh Lord.
Well, my condolences to you, Preston. I'm glad you got some help, though.
Absolutely. Did you ever see that picture I put of the comparison, like the before and after?
No, I haven't.
Here, let me put that in upload times.
So, sounds like my boys had an eventful week. Travis got a new phone. Preston got new teeth.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to say, we ain't got no teeth, though, but Preston says otherwise.
Let's see. So we got before I left and then after I got back. Where'd it go?
Dang. Before he left. You can't see them tiny little. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, no, they were nasty.
Oh.
Yeah, so currently I've got the healing dentures in, and I'll have these in for about 6 months. And then after 6 months, I get my permanent ones in, which are not nearly as thick, so they're not going to feel as bulbous. They're not going to make me sound like I've got buck teeth.
Yeah, no, man. That's crazy, because I felt like just yesterday, what was it, 11th grade, we were sitting in our math teacher, what was it, algebra or geometry, whatever it was, talking about this, like, particular topic. That was years ago.
Yeah, dude, that was a good minute ago. It wasn't nearly as bad then, but I understood like what was going to come because genetics fucking suck.
Yeah. Not to mention, I remember you like saying, "Man, you wish you brushed your teeth more" and stuff like that. Took better care of them. Like for the audience, not to be mean, but they were yellow, and Preston knew that. Hence why he got.
I don't think I brushed my teeth a day of high school.
Dang.
Which, if I were to have kept brush my teeth, I would have. This procedure wouldn't have had to happen for maybe another 2 years. Like when I tell you that the genetics run bad and deep, it is an inevitable early stage process. Like my dad has a sister who all of his brothers have horrible. Everyone in my dad's side of the family has horrible teeth genetics. Same with my mom's side. My dad's parents tried to have one of their siblings. They wanted to try really, really, really hard. To this day, she's constantly going in for root canals, for crownings, for thises and that's, like spending a shitload of money. Like the genetics can control fucking everything about your life.
Yeah, no, felt because I brush my teeth every night, and always do that for my entire life. Used to mouthwash a lot, but I stopped mouthwashing, and actually my mouth stopped getting feeling really sterile. If that makes sense, like I felt like I sterilized it too much, and it started getting really sore and whatnot. So I stopped mouthwashing, and I would just rinse my mouth out with water after brushing teeth. And I still have bad teeth, so I get the genetics part. Because you damned if you do, damned if you don't. Teeth are gonna be teeth.
Yeah.
And American healthcare will always be American healthcare.
I did start getting back into the habit with my routines and what have you. I did start really getting back into brush my teeth the past month. So
that's good.
That, but they're just kind of on hold currently. I can't really brush these teeth right now.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
I will say we'll hold off on the forbidden word for just this episode, since this is a bit of a big thing for me. I'm gonna go silent for a second.
Oh, good. Word. Travis, you got anything interesting to say about your new phone, or anything interesting to say about this week at all?
Me and Preston a couple days ago. We were in this VC discussing some podcast stuff. It was just supposed to be a quick little, hey, there's a design I want to show you real quick that we need to work out.
Mm-hmm.
And it ended up spiraling into this fucking hour-long talk about routines, all the routines Preston has been doing. And some of it rubbed off, and I'm trying to kind of schedule more of my life so I'm not in that depressive cycle of just sleep whenever I want to, shower have to, try to get more of a grip on my life in that regard.
That's good to hear, man.
Get a real firm grip upon my rod that is life,
Mm-hmm. Start edging life, huh?
Yeah, start stroking that shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, giving them long strokes of getting forward to your objective.
Yeah.
Like in a boat, on a canoe with the river. But imagine you dam up that river and the river's really trying to get out, and you're like, nuh-uh. And over time it just bursts at the seams. Starts spilling all over. But that's good to hear, man. I'm glad, honestly.
Yeah.
Hopefully make you less of a bitch.
You seem to have a real fucking problem with me lately, David.
Yeah. You suck, that's why.
Beat you up after school. Take all your lunch.
You slept in, you missed the bus. You gotta get better at your scheduling.
God damn it, you're right. I gotta walk to school.
Cut out this whole section.
I've dropped a lot of bad words too. I am sorry, future Preston.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No, I got anything else to do with the fucking future. Near future.
Fair. Alright. Y'all boys ready for today's topic? I know we're running a bit late.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. The topics for tonight are, drumroll boys. What do you think makes a game fun, and what would you count as being immersive?
Definitely not fucking bright sun shafts.
What does that mean?
Like, how Ark, you look at the sun, it would blind you.
Yeah, that shit. Oh, that takes you right out of the gameplay.
Sun rays, thank you, not sun shafts.
Yeah, Valheim to an extent has that.
Mm-hmm.
sometimes I swear you'd be caught looking at them going through the trees, but then like you're trying to sit there and build and your screen is white. It is white.
Yeah, the only time it's ever acceptable to do that is like in a big reveal cutscene. Like yeah, like Fallout 3 when you leave the vault and it blinds you for that second. That's fine.
Yeah. And then it goes back to like looking like doo-doo texture. No, I'm kidding. It's like 10 years ago now. 7, I think.
Yeah, when it's a game like Battlefield, like Ark, like GTA, where just a little glance is blind, it's like, sure, it's real, but like that immediately makes me want to look away and unimmerse myself with the game.
Oh yeah. So the basis for this topic was I've been really getting to Assassin's Creed Odyssey, y'all. And I've been really enjoying it. And I know a lot of people, especially the Assassin's Creed fan base overall, do not like that game. They call it an RPG game, and it's not Assassin's Creed. I get that. I think if AC Odyssey were to drop the Assassin's Creed part, it'd probably have better reception. But the fact that it's an Assassin's Creed game takes it down. So I was thinking, man, I really enjoy Odyssey. And I'm like, you know what? I'm tempted. I've heard bad things, but also I've heard bad things about games that I like. So I'm gonna bite the bullet. I'm gonna get Valhalla. It's on sale. Gotta use disc from GameStop. It's fun, but man, is it long. And for the first time, the complaints that people had is like, oh, the game's too long and there's so much content in here, but maybe too much content. I was thinking, what counts as immersive then? Because you remember being a kid and like you were in GTA, like GTA Online, and you want it to be as realistic as possible, right? Like you remember you're trying to get a job, you're trying to use the bathroom, you're trying to get laid in the car, whatnot. At what point does it stop being fun? And at which point in growing up did features like that stop being fun?
I feel like it's probably a good note for me to mention that immersion and realistic are two very different things for me.
Yes.
Oh
a
yeah.
game can be very realistic, but not immersive in the slightest.
Travis.
Yeah, I'm gonna piggyback off of Preston's point there. I can become immersed in the most outlandish settings, but I can't. I also can't become immersed in the most realistic games. Like there is a very valid difference between those two. So, Cyberpunk, for example, is one of the more immersive games to how I become immersed in games. Like I really was immersed in that
machines. Use vending machines.
Little stuff like that. But it's not like we don't live in Night City. Like there is a lot of fiction and unrealistic aspects to that.
Oh yeah. So then, like, to differentiate, I guess, is you say, oh, well, Night City's not realistic, but I'm really immersed. So what features of a game, like, what does the game set out to do that really captures y'all?
Story and environment are the two biggest things. If it's got a story that keeps you really interested, along with an environment that really flows with the story it's trying to tell with the gameplay that you're currently going through, it can really help tag team with immersion.
Travis?
What was the question? I'm sorry.
So like you were saying that you can be realistic and not immersive, but something like Night City, it's not realistic, but it has immersive features. So like, what does a game have to set out to do to be like Night City? Like, what makes Night City immersive over something that would be realistic?
Really, it's a page kind of out of Rockstar's book. You got to pay attention to the little things, like the little features, like you said, vending machines. When you can like, oh, I wonder if I can do this, and you go and try and do it, and you can actually do it.
Yeah,
that's like a little like, wow.
Oh yeah. So at what point does these little features like add up and become not immersive or become chores even?
I think when you're
told to do them, I feel.
Yeah, I agree. I just want to get y'all's perspective. That's one thing. I'm gonna get a lot of hate for saying this, but that's one thing I don't like a whole lot about story-driven games. And I loved Red Dead Redemption 2, but man, it took me forever to get around to playing that game. And even when I got to it, I just beeline the story. Because there's nothing worse than trying to do like a side mission and then you get yelled at, hey, you need to be doing this, and hey, this person's missing, you got to go help look for him. I get the immersiveness of the world, but it's also like, man, I just want to play the game. If that makes sense.
When the game starts preaching to you is usually when I tap out.
I am that exact way with like a little bit Red Dead 2. I'm more so intimidated by it because I know if I'm like, I still haven't played through that story, but I know like I would love to, but I'm intimidated by it because I know when I start that story, I'm gonna have a really fucking long way to go.
Yeah, it's a pretty long game.
But in terms of the environment actively dissuading me from trying to get invested, Elden Ring, and the Soulsborne in general, I do not like a game that gives you no objective.
Oh yeah.
Walk around and figure it out on your own. It is good to an extent, but doubly so for a game as punishing as the Soulsborns. I do not like it. Not even I tried so hard to get into Elden Ring. I tried playing with my stepbrother a lot. I just having no objective period is just something that I would struggle with. That's why I don't really like Minecraft. I'll do my little mini objective. The second I have to look for a bigger goal or something to do, I just completely fall flat.
Those kind of games are my bread and butter, as y'all know. Yeah, I love coming up with my objectives and being creative with it.
I know. I'm on the opposite side of you guys on this one, but that's the exact reason I've never been able to invest myself in a Bethesda game.
Yeah, but see, you would want to play something like roleplay GTA. Or GTA Online roleplay. So, like, in my mind, it's what's the difference? What separates a Bethesda game from like something where you have to make your own objective in a online RPG, not online RPG, but like realistic setting?
That one to me is a subjective difference.
Yeah. There's enough things from my eyes that people would see through their eyes.
No, I know, but I get it. But I'm just asking, like, what are those things? Not to put you on the spot or anything. Just discussing games.
It's the setting. I haven't played Fallout nor Skyrim enough to like really feel a pull from that world. I have to play it to get invested, but I can't play it enough to get invested. You know what I mean?
I'm surprised you're not sucked into Fallout being a apocalyptic.
I know that's a weird one for me because I love apocalyptic.
The thing with Fallout is understanding more of its story initially helps getting immersed, but like Travis said, you can't understand more of its story until you start playing it. So like I feel probably a good way is probably watch like a lore dump of like the first two games and then try to get into the third game with like a bit of a better understanding of how the apocalypse came to be or what exists in it, how it conflicts with the living people within it. I think that would probably be a good way to go about it, which is not good for people who want to immerse themselves by gameplay because you have to go out of your way to learn knowledge of the game before even touching it in the first place.
Right. See, something like that would make it more immersive because it's almost like how you watch documentaries about interesting things in real life. It's like you watch a documentary about a game that you're going to play in the world of it. And it's like this has nothing to do with gameplay, but knowing it, like listening to it is really cool and it adds perspective to when you go to play and you're in a city and there's no real significance about the city in terms of gameplay, but you're like looking at that like, hey, the elves built this and like the first common era, you
Elder
know.
Scrolls.
Exactly, Elder Scrolls, stuff like that, world building.
Because like just understanding the way, like legit the same thing I was mentioning is like learning the lore from a previous game, which has absolutely nothing to do with the current game. It's different years, different places, different people. Nothing intersects except for just understanding the wasteland. And again, that environment knowledge could help enjoy a game a little bit more.
I think you should give it a push, Travis.
Yeah, it's on my to-do list.
I think you get laid in by a robot, by like a brain in a vat on a wheel and two arms.
Robo Fisto.
It just moved up.
Get that
in New Vegas. Yeah, in New Vegas you can find a robot called Fisto.
Get that Russy. She used to be like a model.
You don't fuck the robot. It's called Fisto for a reason.
No, in one of them there's one where the robot used to be the robo brain, or the human brain used to be a model, like a porn model, I guess. And somehow it's one of those game things where you riz it up and then they're like, haha, let's go have sex. And then screen goes black, and then they come back and you're smoking a cigarette. One of those like 12-year-old Instagram posts. Haha, I get this.
Yeah.
I don't think I know. Do you remember what game it was from?
No, actually, I watched it on YouTube. I think it might have been 4 because it was the game where you couldn't change your character. Like you got a preset man and a preset female, and you could like change them to an extent, but they were still the same person, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So I think it was 4. Yeah, look up robotic porn on Google. So like Risk of Rain, what makes that immersive then?
I wouldn't classify Risk of Rain as what I define as immersive.
Yeah,
it has a very rich
intense
world. You're playing Risk of Rain more for the direct combat. It's not like a game to go to for immersion.
Yeah, I guess not to get too semantic, but like, isn't that immersion though? Like when you get lost in a game, like you get lost in the thought process.
Yeah, it is.
I want to say invested might be a better word.
Yeah,
you really invested in your current like fight or your current
fight you're
going for. But I guess could be an umbrella term under immersion for sure.
Oh yeah, and that's what I was trying to say. Like, what gets y'all boys like gears grinding in terms of games? Why do the certain games tickle your nut sacks more than others?
That is a great question. Yeah, Risk of Rain and something like Zombies, like PvE combat stuff. The reason those tickle my brain is like you could play this for as long as you want. You can fight like waves and waves of enemies. It's almost a power trip to a certain extent. Like I'm getting more powerful. Dude. I'm getting more perks. I'm upgrading my weapons, or I'm getting more items. Like
the gameplay loop is simple. Yeah, that's a good point. And I guess by extension, a lot of games that we probably play are a reflection of that, huh?
Yep.
It's like Red Dead Redemption 2. You're becoming more powerful to the point where you could kill the sun god Ra. That's a crazy mission. I don't want to spoil it for anybody, so especially Preston.
Remember that? I must have missed that in my playthrough.
I think it was nighttime when you played the game.
I personally fought the Norse gods. I don't.
Okay. That makes more sense.
I think we went down different paths there.
Yeah. I accidentally killed Dutch at the beginning of the game, so maybe that changed it.
Yeah.
That's funny. I got a plan, Arthur. No, Dutch. I've got a plan, Dutch.
Takes your horse out for like a talk, and horse eats crap, just falls on the ground. He just falls over, breaks his neck, and the next thing you know, you're fighting Raw.
What's that fucking video I seen you, Travis, of Dutch laughing his ass off and like slamming his horse?
He slammed.
Send that to the group chat.
Yeah, I'll try and find it on my phone real quick. I couldn't tell you what makes a game immersive for me. It is extraordinarily different with every game I've ever immersed myself in, and it's not really hard to happen.
And like, did you all notice at a certain age, or maybe with certain activities in your life, like maybe work picking up or responsibilities and whatnot, like when you're playing a game back then, it used to be cool. Like, I have a job in this game, like a role in Minecraft. You got yourself really immersed in the world, being like a miner, a child. No, being like a miner or an explorer or a builder and whatnot. And it's like now, every time you sit down to play, you're like, man, I'm getting paid in gold ingots when I ain't got no money IRL.
Yeah.
That's a big weight on my shoulders sometimes.
Yeah, dude, yeah. I love simulator games for that reason.
Dude.
But I can't play it without feeling like,
farming.
Man, I'm making all this money here when I could be making all this money out there.
Dude. It'd be like playing a dating sim as a single person.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Because I absolutely love Farm Sim. But, man, I'd be getting money. I'm like, okay, next year the bounties will be harvest, or will be the harvest will be bountiful. And I wait. And sorry, I was watching the Dutch eat crap. What is he talking about? Rock oyster? The harvest is bountiful this year. That's what I was thinking about. I was also thinking about like the melons going down that like water channel. It has like the Nazi theme playing. I got this video demonetized so many times. Anyways,
so to cut back in.
Yeah.
I think where it changed for me was when I realized I don't like modern games anymore.
But like, okay,
late 2010s, I feel like is when I started getting sucked back into that. Like, old games are really the only ones I enjoy, but the only old games that I play are the ones I already know about because they're so old. There's rarely one I don't know about, so I can't really immerse myself in something I've played so many times before. I think that's my issue.
Yeah. So would you like consider that boomer mentality, or do you really think games are getting worse?
Oh, they're definitely getting worse. Like
AAA ones, but you got loads of indie ones.
No, yeah, absolutely. It's definitely a mixed bag because there are new indie games that I interest myself in more so, but definitely compared to how it used to be, just I rarely see a game and go, "Whoa,
yeah,
that's really cool." Yeah, it's more so like, well, if I see something about it, maybe I'll look at it. I don't know.
Well, do you want to know? Well, go on, Travis.
This is kind of part of growing up, but like as a kid or even like early teens, you can walk into a GameStop and almost be happy picking up anything off the shelf.
Something with like a cool gun and a dude on the front cover.
You buy it off the cover, and now it's like, oh, it's made by these people.
Yeah,
and
but
I've never been able to decipher how much of that is growing up and how much of that is like we're truly declining.
I think a lot of it has to do with the internet. See, back then you'd be like, you go to your friend's house and you would play this obscure ass game you've never heard of, and it's like the coolest thing in the world. And you're just spending all night staying up playing it. And you get home, you're like, Mom, I have to get this game. Nowadays, it's like, oh, my friends are playing Lethal Company. I gotta play that. And I watched this YouTuber. I think we're just oversaturated. We're like, oh man, I watched like a 3-hour review on this game. It looks kind of, they nitpick it to hell. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got Fortnite, you got battle passes. I mean, the battle passes, I think, have kind of ruined gaming as a whole, and microtransactions as an extension, because it all feels like a job. Because you're like, I just paid money in Fortnit. I gotta keep up with the game.
Yeah, before the end of the month.
Exactly. That kills any immersion. It can be fun, but
not to sidetrack. Minecraft has a battle pass now.
No.
Yeah.
Are you serious? I know the Dungeons had a battle pass.
No. Let me find it. I took a screenshot of it. I got an email about it, and I was so fucking appalled. I was like, what do you mean?
I regret buying Minecraft. I forgot Minecraft needed PlayStation Plus to play multiplayer. I bought that crap to play with my brother, and I was like, I'm not paying $30 just so him and I could play it. No, Marketplace Pass.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Diddle with miners to get 15 experience.
Real.
That's awful.
Don't say real to that, Preston.
Preston's like, this might be a worthy investment. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm my bad for coughing a whole lot. I feel like I got strep throat.
Hey, Ryan.
Man, I want some coffee, bro.
You're telling me.
I got some.
Fuck you.
All I got is water and SpaghettiOs that I can't chew.
Yeah. I got water and Jack. Hi, Jack. Hello.
Sometimes water comes out of me.
That's crazy. You should get that checked out by a doctor. Should normally be a lot of blood.
I am a doctor.
The West has fallen. Billions must excruciate water from their orifices. I hate that meme so much.
No, man. I don't want to like feed into my doomer mentality.
Doomer or boomer?
Doomer with a D. It's kind of boomery too, but that's relevant. It's just the internet, I feel like, has ruined so much, and it's like I feel like I just can't enjoy shit like I used to.
Mm-hmm.
And I hate that.
I was actually thinking about like on an extension of that, deleting Instagram and like YouTube even for just a little bit and just sitting down and being like, I'm bored. I'm going to have to entertain myself and just getting up and playing something.
Yeah, and that's a good thing. That's when me and Travis were talking, I was telling him like I always loathe the day where a job would prohibit, like I would not be able to play a video game every night. But ultimately, because of how things have turned out to be, it is better for me that I only play video games like maybe 2 nights out of the week.
Because you're not overindulging yourself on them. It's like you're sitting there at work imagining playing the game, and when you finally get home, it's like busting after like a 6-hour edge chest. It just feels so good. I bet Travis could relate.
Yeah, and it's like you got that dull aching in your balls for like 2 hours after.
Thinking, oh man, I can't wait to get home and talk to Dutch.
I can't wait to cut this entire section out.
This episode is scuffed.
Oh no, Jackie got kidnapped. Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Travis is like, save that clip for later. No.
You anyway, we'll smoke a cigarette.
Just hears throwing up in the background. Anyways. So yeah, that's what I mean. It's like, this topic is so rich, and I know there's so many aspects to it. And at the end of the day, we're just like, I like games that I like. But it's also been making me think, like, what could I do to enjoy stuff again? Like, especially gaming as a whole, because all of us here, gaming is our main hobby. And, you know, it's like, even by extension, other hobbies, at least for me that I do, still don't have that same joy in them. And it's like, at what point did I stop becoming immersed in what I'm doing? Like, I guess you'd say living in the moment. And by gaming, like, at what point did games stop doing that, and why? Did we stop being in the moment when playing a game?
I think I just got too picky about what games I enjoy a lot. Like,
True.
Rarely is there a solo game I'll play. I like playing with my buddies a hell of a lot more.
Yeah.
Sure.
I got no white blues. That's why I enjoyed Fortnite there for a bit.
Yeah.
It just felt like loading into like a Call of Duty Zombies. You just kind of load and dick around for like 30 minutes and then die. To top another round. So like, would you say then that games like Fortnite are saving the marketplace, or do you think they ruined it?
I think it's a double-edged sword.
Double-edged sword.
When you look at Fortnite's gameplay, the game itself, it's pretty good. It's a pretty good casual shooter. One of the best kind of available for the last few years. But the monetization and the micro transactions are like setting a standard that is not good for the market at all.
And you'll be paying like $70 for Modern Warfare 3, and they're like, haha, $70 John Wick pack plus a battle pass.
And I can't forgive that.
No, I cannot.
Because it's a $70 game.
Fortnite's entirely free.
Yeah, Fortnite gets a pass because it's free to play.
A battle pass. Not to mention, you can actually earn the currency for free too. You don't even ever have to buy it. You can just save up the currency and get like battle. And games look at that and they're like, how can we like take all of the charm that Fortnite created in its battle pass and remove all of that and just have all of the cost up front?
Yeah,
that's crazy. Minecraft has a battle pass.
I think in terms of like, did X Games save gaming? I don't think there's really a game currently out that is doing positive for the gaming community. There's sarcastic everything. What
is that one game? Pal World.
Hold on.
I'm holding.
Would you like to subscribe to our Patreon?
Your call is important to us. Please stay on the line.
Sorry, there's mail. But yeah, there's recently there's been an influx of games that have started to, and I think the trend of games that will help heal the game community like tenfold is games that incentivize developers actively updating them, like keeping an eye on them, listening to the community, and
live
then
service.
Yeah, live service games that actually keep up with it, and then just games that incentivize cooperative play. Like not one man can't do everything. You have to rely on a teammate, and I think that's an amazing game mechanic if pulled off right.
Yeah. That could be true. Yeah, co-op games and live service type stuff could be fun. I know there's a lot of people though, actually myself included, that would be frustrated though if a lot of games made it to where you had to play with other people.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like you like
but
being able to play
the genre.
Solo. Yeah, being able to play by yourself, like Helldivers 2, the game I up about. You can play that solo. You just have to play it pretty differently. You have to pick and choose what fights you want to take for playing solo because it's a lot more risky. Because you don't have anyone else there to back up what you can't serve.
True.
And it's those kind of games, like I said, like Lethal Company, you can play that solo, but the cooperative absolutely helps that experience. Helldivers 2, like he was saying, Power World. Except Power World, I think you could absolutely play that one solo way easier than compared to the other two.
Oh. I have to give it a try. I actually haven't watched a whole lot on it.
I don't know anything
about Power World.
But I just know that it's like actually making a difference in the market to the point where game developers are like, it's so bad, and it's succeeding while their games are flopping, so they're just bitter. That's also another thing is, do you tell somebody, oh man, I don't want to have a $2,000 NASA computer just to play this game that's like a walking simulator, and people will look at you dead in the eyes through the digital screen and say, you're just too broke.
Yeah,
that's an insult. I am so sick of that.
Yeah, that is another point. Is like there's so many games that no matter how good they're doing, like will not actually heal because they do something else that's inexcusable. Like falling into not compressing your fucking 4K files. Now you have a 130 gigabyte game that requires a fucking, like you said, a supercomputer to run.
Yeah. It's like back then. You got you didn't even know the PS3 was out. Your dad just showed up at your house with that thing.
Yeah.
You put in a Tony Hawk disc and you just played skateboarding. Like you just played until you got tired or had to do homework and whatnot, and then you just thought, wow, when you're at school you're telling your friends about these sick combos. Now it's like, I'm gonna go and death scroll Instagram for 3 hours before I go to work.
Yep.
I'm gonna go watch YouTube about people talking about things I'd like to do, but I'm not going to do. I feel like gaming. And I suppose, yeah. And I feel like gaming a lot has suffered from that. And I was wondering, like, what could we do to make it more immersive, to make it capture that? Like, what games, besides just playing old games, of course, but even if you were to go back and play old games, you would still not feel the same.
Yeah.
I think one of my biggest things is just
your ding dong
communication between the dev and the community.
Yeah.
Like, I think that takes the game so far.
Yeah.
As far as personal enjoyment goes, I feel like any sort of detox from gaming for a while in general and the internet, when you start feeling like that, could go a long way.
Oh, absolutely. Tenfold.
Yeah. There's
no place that'll make you feel worse about something you enjoy than the internet.
No kidding.
No, yeah, dude. And just remember, viewer, there's always if you think you're good at something, there's always a 12-year-old kid in Asia that's better than you and like 10 times better than you.
Yeah. I know mine personally.
One thing that makes or breaks like multiplayer, when I rarely play them, but multiplayer PvP, you want to know the one thing that will absolutely break a game for me? Skill-based matchmaking.
Oh, yeah.
Leave it in ranked. Do whatever. Just leave my quick play casual alone. I don't fucking care what your stats tell you. Just give it its own. If people want to play skill-based matchmaking, where 2 games in can drastically change who they're up against, that's fucking fine. Leave the quick drop-in, drop-out alone, for the love of Christ.
Let me not ruin my night because I accidentally did good one game.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's a good point. Did Modern Warfare? What point did Modern Warfare start getting SBM?
Was it the reboot 19 or did
they've
no? I think
all
19 was
they've had it for a really long time, but they cranked it the fuck up with Modern Warfare 2, and then even more so with Modern Warfare 3.
I see. Because it's like I don't remember that being such a bad thing back then. I just remember you did good sometimes, you did bad sometimes. But at the end of the day, there was always some noob you could like dog on, and you were always some noob for somebody else to dog on.
Yeah.
That's what made it varied. So, but we all know that Smite is Travis's favorite game because it has every immersive feature that Travis enjoys. When he sits down, he plays, he gets so immersed in the game that he starts smashing his computer because he actually thinks it's the enemy gods attacking him.
I'm gonna let him have this one.
He's like, man, I'm gonna get you, Thor, and he punches his monitor.
It's funny that I cared enough about Ark to be that mad too.
Dude, oh man. That's a game I hate for as much as I loved. It's like 300 hours in that game. I hated that game. This man, you tell him, Travis. Tell him that night your Pteranodon got killed.
We were on this new server. It was like this boosted server that we weren't really taking seriously, but we had a good start, a good little base location that we were liking.
And a waterfall.
And I go out and I'm like, dude, we need Pteranodons. I'm gonna go get some Pteranodons. And I spent so long with him, like raising him, like converting him to my cause for hours upon that beach. And then I hear we're getting raided, and I rush back home, and it was a turret. It was like a giant turret raft, like right on the beach, and it just gunned down my Pteranodon out of the air.
It's like spent hours trying to be useful.
So, like any reasonable human being, I proceeded to smash my controller into the desk over and over and over.
And it made it so funny because, like, the people we were playing with too made this moment all the better because we're getting our butts wiped. Travis comes flying in. I have no idea what's going on. Me and Jordan are like yelling, and we're like, "Get it! You know, close the door, blah blah blah." And you just hear Travis go, "No fucking way!" And then silence, just goes quiet. And like in the midst of chaos, me and Jordan just stop, and we're like, Jordan's like, "No fucking way." We're like, that just happened, and we all burst out laughing. It totally made the rest of the night. Like, we were so mad. Travis doing that one little thing made us so... just you hear gunk, gunk, and then quiet. Dude, we thought you just smashed your PlayStation. We're like, no way. No way. Dude. That was fantastic.
I think I might have been there for that one.
I think so, yeah.
Because I remember we built up in the waterfall, but it was the rafts that swung. Because didn't we make friends with the dudes on the rafts?
Yeah, we ended up chilling.
Yeah.
And I got mad because once we partied with them, for some reason, I had like a weird hitbox glitch where I could walk on the world, but if I were to try to walk on a structure, I just fall through it. So them being in a raft, every time I try to get on the raft, I just fall through it. Remember that?
Yeah.
I got so mad. Man, that night was like ups and downs.
It back for you either.
Yeah, I know, and I just quit. I think no. Man, Ark was a wild roller coaster, dude.
Yeah.
That captured like what I imagine people seek in GTA roleplay servers. Like hopping on, Travis like,
Speaking on the grander topic of immersion, survival PvP games like that are so toxic, but they are so immersive for that.
Oh yeah.
You like build this up, like build up everything you have, and you have to like protect it from other people who are all trying to get that.
And it's all changing. Like it's something to keep. It like never gets stale. You never get to a point where like I'm overpowered. I'm bored. It's like you got to keep on your toes.
And there's this like faction, like gang war aspect to it. Like,
all
right,
politics.
these clans are gonna come together, and we gotta go get that guy. And it was
Yeah,
just so immersive in that way. As
dude.
awful as a game that Ark is, it offered a lot of good moments.
No,
Good.
I really wanted to get into Rust, but what pissed me off was like those videos. You think it's kind of cool. It's like, oh, this one man takes down an entire compound of like 30 people, but you're thinking, yeah, it's the game is so bad that one person can take down an entire group effort of 30 people. It's like, how do you even defend against that at a certain point? And that's where the toxicity seeps into games, where people can just troll you and just destroy, like, no matter what you do. You can make all these alliances and whatnot, and it takes just one person sitting at a doorway sniping you or sniping your door to like break it.
Yeah.
Just outside of turret range. And there's nothing more infuriating than that happening. Rust was a whole lot of that too. Just one wall broken and your entire like run is over. Ark was a little more balanced, but that one was kind of dumb as well. Placed down one foundation and nobody could build there for like the next year and a half.
Ark had its moments with that.
Yeah, oh yeah.
There's a really famous incident where me and Jordan, I think, were duo on a server. And we set up this base. We were around the same stage when the Pteranodon incident happened, around that like early survival setup stage.
Mm-hmm.
We had so much good stuff, but we'd forgotten to place some structure up high that like we never thought anyone could like get to that.
TC, yeah.
And like some dude used standing torches to jump on.
Oh my goodness.
Like managed to get into the base.
Go on. That's so infuriating. I feel like that's the like biggest drawback to why those games aren't more popular.
Yeah, it's a big double-edged sword.
Oh yeah. It's super gamey.
Yeah.
But man, I would love a game like that again. If you'd excuse me for a second, I'm gonna go use the restroom.
Yeah. Oh. What do we do without our host? This is tragic.
Sex.
Well, take those dentures out. That's real gummy in there right now. I'm sorry. That was probably one of the worst things I've ever said. Please kick me from the podcast.
I've had the itch to play that kind of Ark Rush experience, but I've been leaning more towards Ark, which is why I was asking for the for TNP if that would be one of the games we'd be interested in, just because that actually has an objective. You can do PvE.
Yes. And I am 100% down. I just need to find the space in my computer to test if I can even run it. Because right now I can't even install the Fortnite update because it requires 70 gigs that I don't have.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I don't think the update is 70 gigs, but it refuses to install unless there's 70 gigs on my computer. It is ridiculous.
Mm-hmm. It's stupid. They didn't add enough into that game to warrant that kind of a fucking file size.
Yeah, no kidding.
Hello?
Hi.
Oh, hey. Hi.
Oh shit. I've been talking the whole time.
Hi.
I said the only difference between me and a pissing racehorse and a ketamine is I ain't a racehorse. Are you still doing the podcast?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. But alright, what did I miss, boys?
I was just going over to Travis why I wanted to play like Ark again, just because I'm itching for that like rushed Ark vibe, but Ark at least has a main goal you can do PvE.
Yeah.
Yeah. The biggest thing that killed it for me doing it like solo was for some reason guns weren't very effective against dinosaurs.
Guns suck ass against dinosaurs, dude.
I know, and that's like why guns are like the coolest progression in this game, and they don't work crap against dino. I don't want to use spears or bows.
Bola was the PvP meta, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. That one was cool.
It was really just who got the first bola off. Easy.
Yeah.
In the fight.
Or the what's that one dinosaur that could like put you to sleep? There's two of them, but
there's the Titan boa and then the
one you could ride. You could like whack him, and it would like give him a little bit of poison. If you whacked him enough, they'd like pass out.
I know exactly who you're talking about. God damn it, I don't remember its name.
But those were also meta. It's like who could knock each other out the fastest. They end up like knocking each other out, like trading.
Yeah.
And then Jordan came by and like, yo, this dude hard. No.
It was always awesome in that game when someone would fucking transfer a giga into the world, because it would all call everyone to be like, giga transferring into the world 12 minutes from now. It was a whole thing. And the second they spawned in, you could see that giga from across the map, dude. They were so cool.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, man. This is gonna be the most edited podcast that's ever been put out on the channel.
Cancel me. What do I have to lose?
Our business.
Methane.
There's like 3 people in the studio. Hello. Or 3 people in the stands. No, I get it. It's all about the money. What do you mean? Screw the Mets.
It's about my balls and showing it to the world.
Your balls.
Got 2 kingpins dangling between my dong.
Between your dong?
Got 2 kingpins dangling between my Green Goblin. Alright. That was a detour and a half. Hello back, everybody. We had to cut out a certain segment because we were very naughty boys.
Yeah.
So, does anybody else have any to add to the, anything to add?
Sure I do.
Shut up, you bad mess. I'm kidding.
Red Dead Redemption 2. We already touched on it.
Oh, yeah.
And I understand why someone can't become immersed. I'm not going to say it's the most immersive game of all time. Definitely not. But that game did a lot for me as far as immersion goes.
Yeah. Even as dumb as this is, but the online mode immersed me really hard.
Yeah.
It almost has more immersion because, you know, you're playing as your character.
Exactly. And you have your friends making up your camp.
Your posse. No, you
My what?
Do.
My what?
I think we need to have that talk, David. We need to have that talk.
Wait, I'm the doctor here.
Not anymore. See me after the podcast.
Man,
Anyway.
prescribe yourself some seizure pills.
God damn you. I did. They're in the thumbnail of last week's episode.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Thank you.
Hello, Preston. Yeah, Red Dead Redemption 2 was very immersive. Preston, what do you have to say to that?
Yeah, it was.
Great insight, Preston.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Next topic. It will be 155 degrees in Houston, Texas tomorrow, with the high chance of 30% rainy.
Wow, I think that has really bad implications on the weather system.
How will this affect the trout?
Probably negatively.
It'll cook them.
Probably
Not to get political, but like,
what the fuck?
I don't like. I wait to eat my fries until after I finish my burger. Or I'll eat my burger. Hold on. Or I'll eat my fries, then my burger.
Yes,
I don't do the fries burger.
Yeah,
I either do one or the other.
Fries go first, burger is second.
Yeah, because you're right. The fries go cold unless I really want that burger, bro. And it's McDonald's because McDonald's fries kind of mid.
I'm a best is last kind of guy, you know. What I'm saying?
Yep, exactly. Except fries go cold, so
yeah.
Just like your heart, Travis.
As cold as ice.
But man, have you ever gotten really immersed eating a burger? You're like, dang, that's a sesame seed, and you explode.
Yeah. If it's a really good burger, man, I'm like every grain that went into this. every
feel like
rat that crawled across these grains.
Preston can like feel it scratching up against this artificial teeth. You can't even feel it against the like nerves and teeth. He just feels the vibrations through his retainers. He's like, oh yeah, the sesame seed.
Yeah, sure.
What the fuck? That's so uncalled for. Stop talking about this man's mouth.
I'm sorry, it's relevant.
It is relevant.
It is
Next week,
relevant
you won't be. We'll forget about you. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Word.
Your mouth will be nothing but just another hole after next week.
Let's
Just
go.
face to face through glass. I don't remember where that goes.
Yeah, neither do I.
So, you guys happy with the topic today?
That's pretty decent.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
I'm a little upset I couldn't contribute more because.
Understandable.
Yeah, this one might deserve a more planned kind of. I feel like the way we do topics, a lot of them could use like a follow up where we each have a week to kind of figure out what we're bringing to the conversation.
Truth. That's what I liked about Ivan's whole ordeal. If he would have a topic, but then a series of subtopics that he could like draw from.
Mm-hmm.
I tried to do something like that tonight, but I really wanted to just like go in there blindfolded anyways.
Yeah.
But yeah, there was a bunch of moments where I was left scratching my head. And the one with hair on it. Go on.
Yeah, if there's a like a topic we had that's worthy of a sequel, I think it should be a planned sequel.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's a good point. Maybe that could be like the fourth weekend.
True.
Okay.
Where y'all get like naked and oiled up, and we like find some part, especially a really crowded one. It's already got a lot of people there.
A lot of people, a lot of kids.
We wrestle until somebody dies, and then we eat the person that like passed away.
Mm-hmm.
Then we just get in our car. We get dressed like in the park again and just drive away
In
like
tuxedos.
In tuxedos, and we just drive away like nothing happened.
Yep. Ow.
I mean, what are you gonna do? We cleaned up after ourselves. No mess.
Yeah, we didn't leave a mess behind.
Yeah.
Let's kill him.
Honestly, ARG coming towards you, folks. Oh, it's been. You guys ready to wrap this up?
It's been 58 minutes and 30 seconds.
How long did it? How long? 10 minutes.
2.
Okay.
Isn't it like the general rule of thumb? We aim for an hour, but the absolute max is an hour 20.
Okay.
We at least want 50 minutes.
All right.
That's okay. That's the bottom line. 50.
It's like a chode video. It's not very long, but the content it has is very wide. It's very immersive. You can play with it all day.
Mm-hmm. Sure. You feel that dull aching.
This is gonna be like 30-minute episode. It gets edited out.
This was good. I mean, we do have the excuse. I mean, it's not like Preston is probably feeling the best about talking right now.
That's fair.
No.
Travis.
What's up?
Oh, I will talk about planning out topics, which this one doesn't need to be planned out. My next topic is probably going to be like a yogurt review. Like a yogurt tier list.
Tier list? Yes, we're doing tier list on the podcast?
Ooh. Yes, sir.
Ooh, baby.
Hell yeah.
I have not eaten yogurt or pudding in years, and, you know, I kind of fucking have to because I can't do anything. So I've... Yes, sir. I can't quiet that down. But so
no, it's fine.
I picked out like 2 of every flavor that I was interested in, and so far
Noah's Ark head ass.
Word. That's why like pudding more so. I'm sure I've eaten yogurt like very like rarely throughout a year, but pudding I have not eaten actually eaten pudding in years. Actually that's a lie. Banana pudding. I fucking love homemade banana pudding. I'll eat that every chance. Any other pudding? No, never. So I've got a bunch of snack packs. I've got milk chocolate. I've got milk chocolate vanilla. I've got chocolate fudge milk chocolate. I've got lemon tapioca. Cinnabon and Fruity Pebbles. So they're gonna be interesting to tackle.
Sounds good.
Shout out to tapioca for being awful. I hate tapioca. If you
What
like
do you mean boba teas are made with tapioca?
I'm talking about tapioca pudding here.
Okay, that's fair.
Boba tea, if it's in a liquid, it's fine. But if I'm eating a smooth pudding, I don't want them damn tapioca chunks in my mouth.
I don't think there's chunks in them.
No, he's talking about the tapiocas themselves.
I think these snack packs, the pudding, it's just flavor. Like I don't think there's any.
No, not with tapioca. It is tapioca chunks. At least the last time I tried it, it is.
Yeah, I agree with Travis on this one. Screw you, Preston. Go die in your hole.
That's why I said you're probably not going to like it, Preston. Because you're like me with that kind of food.
Yeah.
I don't like tapioca that much.
I don't see any chunks in here.
Yeah, wait until you... I'm going to leave that word undisclosed. Wait until you go to eat it.
Oh, I think I see... Yeah, okay. I thought these were all air bubbles. Little itty-bitty little bits.
No.
Yeah, I see an actual air bubble right beside one.
It's like imagine you were to find a jellyfish on the beach and like scoop it up with as much sand and like shells in your mouth as possible and like eat
I
it.
see it now on the packaging. It has the little tiny little white balls on them.
Yep.
Damn.
Not to mention lemon flavored. I don't like lemon flavored pudding that much.
I love like lemon. Like my dad called me interesting because we were cooking chicken a couple months ago and he only needed half a lemon. He was gonna throw the other half away and I just took it and ate it. And he was like,
"Oh, I love."
Yeah, he was like, "Did you eat the lemon?" I was like, "Yeah." I was like, okay.
I love lemons, but man, lemon flavored stuff. It's like what is it? Banana. I don't like bananas, but banana nut bread. I don't know the point I was going with that. But I love lemons. I just don't like lemon flavored stuff.
I love watermelon flavored things, and I don't like watermelon.
Yes.
I'm the exact opposite. I love watermelon. I hate artificial watermelon.
I don't like eating around the seeds.
Artificial.
Oh, I don't.
Yeah, that's fair. Artificial fruit, I'm not generally like mangoes. I love mangoes. I hate mango flavored stuff. Peaches are awesome. Peach flavored stuff is gross.
I only don't like eating mangoes a whole lot because they're a pain to open.
Yeah.
If I can get them like sliced or not, I screw with some mangoes, but I love mangoes.
Those dehydrated mango strips you brought that one time.
Oh my goodness! You're gonna make me lose my edge streak, Travis.
Fuck you. No.
Can we get an edging counter on screen? How many times David mentioned edging this episode?
I don't know why it's been on my mind.
It's not going to be an active counter. I'll throw it up right here.
Okay.
I refuse to do an active counter ever.
Yeah.
Bing! Like sifting through. Okay,
Yeah,
David mentioned the word edging.
You didn't see episode 3 of Borderlands, did you? On TV?
No.
Yeah, you'll understand. I kept track of every single time I hit the jump button in a 30-minute time frame. And I think it was like 287 times or some shit like that. Oh my
goodness.
Every single time I jumped, I'd add one into a boom. And that was literally, it was so bad. It was so bad, dude. I was so fucking tired.
That's awful.
His solution to that problem is pretty funny, too.
I unbound my jump in Borderlands.
You can't jump anymore.
Is there even a point in jumping in that game? I don't remember.
Yeah. There's definitely some ledges.
If it was a solo playthrough, he'd be soft locked.
Yep.
But I can jump when need be to get an item here and there. So
I see. So you're like edging yourself on the main game, huh?
No. Yeah, I'm edging with you in your room right now.
Stop it. You're going to make me lose. Anyways. Well, we talked about gaming. We talked about fruit. We talked about Preston's teeth.
Yeah.
Is there any much more you guys wish to talk about before we wrap this up?
My fitness app has been screaming at me constantly since I had this. I use my fitness pal to keep track of calories, and it's just like, you haven't logged anything for lunch. You haven't logged anything for dinner. And when I log something in, it's like yogurt, and they're like, your daily cap for fats is only this. This has this amount, and it's like, yeah, I know. I'm not eating well. I can't eat well.
So?
Yeah, fitness app does not fucking like me.
That's funny. Yeah, I guess the unintended consequences of a surgery, huh?
Yeah. I'm not too upset over it. I am upset over generally, like, oh man, it sucks. I had my rhythm going, but I know the second I'm able to, I'm gonna keep it going again. So
Oh yeah.
I can't.
How's work been?
I'm on a leave of absence, motherfucker.
Ah, nice.
I go back to work
next
Sunday.
Customers like, hey, do you know the mouthwash is? And you just go. And we're like, never mind.
Yeah, it's like, here, follow this blood, Louis. Thunk,
yeah.
Just send it off in one direction.
It's like take your teeth out and just put your gums on the ground. Use it like a marker, a blood marker, just drawing a line. It's like you remember during the pandemic when they were doing like the 6-foot like little markers. Just like take your teeth out and just like put your gums down to the ground. Just grind them against the floor to like create little markers, 6-foot markers.
No, I take my dentures out, put my finger in the empty hole and pull it out as blood. And then I use that to like draw on the wall. It's like, hey, do you know where so and so is? And I'll hold my finger like, and I'll just like draw out blood like behind you.
Even better, what you do is you just smash your front teeth, like your fake teeth, into the ground, and just like let the blood like drip over your teeth, and draw with that.
I get my fingernail to like space out the letters.
Yeah. Oh, I like this.
I hope you know how hard I'm trying not to laugh right now.
You sound like you're really holding that one in, Preston.
No,
just so enthusiastic.
I hope you understand. I'm being completely genuine with that, because when I smile, it tightens my mouth.
Yeah, you tight, huh?
A little bit. Get me out. I want outies.
Yeah, this has been a fantastic video with the boys. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe button if you really enjoy this content. You want to see it uploaded every Tuesday at 12 p.m. Central Standard Time. Check out our Instagram, our Twitter, our Facebook, and we're now on Spotify, is it?
Yes, we are on Spotify.
We're now on Spotify.
Yes, we are officially on Spotify.
So same name as our YouTube channel. Make sure to do all the things and be a good little subscriber. We love you. And this has been your host, David, aka Duck and Rolls. Travis.
You can find me at Kewl on YouTube. I've been Travis. Thank you.
And my other co-host, Toothless.
You can find me on YouTube at Scottyburr. SCOTTYBURR.
Links and everything needed will be in the description below. You boys have yourself a wonderful night and finish up the last sips of your beer. Peace.
Yay. Oh, I should not do that motion. That's a bad motion.